Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Wow. How are you doing? Anyway, checking koko kin na ẹ̀yin èèyàn gidi èèyàn pàtàkì. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for following us. And if you're new here, we say you welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Àwọn ọmọ mi wà tí dáàdi wà kọ́ lọ fẹ́ lọ gbé evidence yẹn kọ́ forward sáwọn ọlọ́pàá lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kọ́ lọ ṣàlàyé ara ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kò lè yanjú lórí.
ó bẹ́tà.
gbogbo the whole of the day nìyẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan tí mo ṣe fẹ́ bypass ẹ̀ nìyẹn tá bá tún ní ká tẹnu mọ́ àní rí nǹkan gidi ṣe lónìí àní ẹ má mẹ́nu lọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ó bẹ́tà tó bá jẹ́ yẹn ó bẹ́tà. wọ́n bá ti kóyàn kan lọ́gbọ́n ìyọkọ̀ ò ní gbọ́n.
A máa yanjú ẹ.
Gbogbo rọ́bìṣì mélòó lówó.
Ẹ má bínú. Ẹ̀yin fáǹsì mi ẹ má bínú. Ẹ calm down. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe sùúrù.
Ẹ calm down. Arínúmọ̀ bí ọmọ àlè. Ẹ calm down. Ẹ má bínú. Ẹ ṣáà ní sùúrù.
Ó yẹ ká mọ̀ wípé wọ́n máa drag brala sí yẹn ṣú ọ̀nà. Ṣé bí káàdì máa ti gbé sí náà lánàá? So wọ́n máa drag brala sí kò yẹ kó ní mínítì wa ìjọ ẹjẹ́ àfẹ́sì gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá wá. That is it now.
Mi fi ń mọra sanra ni.
So that's it. Ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá ti ṣe tiẹ̀ ní ta ló fẹ́ kọjú ìjà sí. Ẹ wo ẹjọ́.
Nǹkan tó lè fi tìmí tó wá pé mo bá wọn ṣàbòsí àbí mo bá wọn ṣe abracabra mi ṣe abracabra. Olórí burúkú nìyẹn tiẹ̀ ayé yẹn ti bàjẹ́ tiẹ̀ ẹni táyé ti bàjẹ́ lòun tó ń wẹ́ni kúnra láàjọ tọ́lọ́pàá ẹ̀dẹ́ ti láàjọ táláǹgbẹ̀ ti ń ṣe press up kò ní mọ́sù olóṣì ààrẹ ò ní mọ́sù láàjọ tọ́lọ́pàá tó ti ń ṣe.
Ṣé wọ́n tiẹ̀ ṣe ń gbọ́ yẹn ni èmi ò tiẹ̀ gbọ́ yẹn ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì wà ní ayé
yìí. 75 èèyàn 80 tó ń wò ṣé yẹn ló wá fẹ́ ṣe ṣó fún mi tó
máa. tí ẹ mọ̀ pé ó sì ń ṣe ṣó.
tó yẹ èèyàn 120 èèyàn 10 110 ló ń wò. Kàrímọ́ ti tán ti pẹ́ náà Kàrímọ́ àti gbà wo Kàrímọ́ ti lulẹ̀ láti gbà wo àbó lórí burúkú ni Kàrímọ́ ṣáyé Kàrímọ́ fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni Kàrímọ́ àti gbà wo táyé Kàrímọ́ ti bàjẹ́ látọdún wo ṣé irú yẹn ló máa ṣe yẹn ló fẹ́ drag mi èèyàn tó drag
yẹn. ẹ yẹ ká move on jàre because tábà ní ká máa gbẹnu lé ọ̀rọ̀ Kàrímọ́ tẹ́ ló sọ pé àṣé transformer náà ni mama tí ọkọ ni mama tí náà ọkọ mama tí ò sí nílé ọkọ àtòun tó jẹ́ pé ọkọ ni mama tí àtò widow ni mama tí àtòun tó jẹ́ pé ó wà nílé ọkọ ó wá sí Nàìjíríà ó tún lọ gba pọ́nrán ní hòtẹ́ẹ̀ àbí ó tún lọ gba pọ́nrán ní hòtẹ́ẹ̀ ó wá sí Nàìjíríà ilé ọkọ ló wà ó wá sí Nàìjíríà ó tún lọ gba pọ́nrán ní hòtẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn onírànú ṣé yẹn ló yẹ kó máa búyàn ẹjọ́ yẹ ká mẹ́nu kúrò ń bẹ ẹjọ́ ẹ yẹ ká ṣe program lórí kan tá a bá wá lé ní ẹjọ́ yẹ ká mẹ́nu kúrò lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ìdílé apààyàn.
ẹ lọ Ayọ̀.
Ẹ ló dáàdì wá ẹjọ́ láàárọ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká mú ọ̀rọ̀ ti nọ́ọ̀sì àná yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn tó bá ṣe ń sọ ẹlòmíì náà tún máa gbà ẹjọ́ ẹ mọ̀ tún jẹ́ ká mú ọ̀rọ̀ ti Miss Labi láàárọ̀ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ fókọ̀sì lórí nọ́ọ̀sì àti nǹkan tí nọ́ọ̀sì sọ àti nǹkan tí àbúrò kí lorúkọ rẹ̀.
Bọ́dọ̀lá ti lẹ́ni gan mo rí fídíò bàbá àti lọ́ọ̀yà bàbá àti àwọn èèyàn wọ́n sáìn mi wá rísìsì torí mo wà á bí iṣẹ́ gbà yẹn tí mo.
wọ́n sáìn fún kí ni.
wọ́n pọ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà bàbá àtàwọn èèyàn wọ́n sáìn mi mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ mi mọ̀ nǹkan tó bọ̀ ti kàn yẹn ó dàbí nǹkan tó máa fẹ́ fọ̀ bọ̀hún bí kò wo bàbá àti lọ́ọ̀yà bàbá.
ẹ wo dáadáa kẹ́ ẹ lè mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n sáìn kí ni àmọ́ tó sáìn báyìí.
mi mọ̀ bó ṣá mọ̀ pé wọ́n sáìn wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ kíní kan ó dàbí bí mi mọ̀ bí wọ́n sáìn kankan fún bí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ gbé
wọ́n sọ wípé wọ́n ti petition Lagos State government ni.
ó dàbí kan tó ń sáìn nìyẹn because mo wà á bí iṣẹ́ nígbà yẹn ní àárọ̀ tí mo rí mo kàn ń sáré wò bí free torí pé ó dàbí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn bọ̀ mi tí ì rí àrídájú ẹ̀ bọ̀ nǹkan tí mo mọ̀ nǹkan ayọ̀ ni because lọ́ọ̀yà Ṣítù ní later àdẹ́wọ́dún tí ó jà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ wọn àti bàbá wọ́n pọ̀ àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ tó sáìkì nìyẹn yà.
Hello. ẹ já gbọ́yọ̀ mi ìtànà. Yeah, kí lẹ́ni ìfẹ́ sọ. Ṣé kìí ṣe network mi ló ń ṣe wèrè?
Interview Mr. Yomi ni mo ń sọ. Interview Mr. Yomi.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Mo ní ṣe ti bọ́ ni.
Òun náà là ń play lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Interview tó ṣe láàárọ̀.
Ṣé bó náà là ń play lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀?
Okay.
Òun náà là ń play lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Of fight here, there, and there, and I'm looking at it. This is Nigeria. We want it to get better. Whatever the case may be, sentiment must be set aside. The public was so much loud, and attention was shifted on people from outside. But this is homicide, and with the look of things, we're getting to hear that, okay, there was blood, there was this, there was that, there was railing broken. For whatever it is, everybody around Mohbad needs to be put on pre-arrest and probably drilled.
So what do you think now has been stalling this investigation? It's been ongoing for quite a while. We're also aware that it's not been buried yet.
That's another sad thing. And when you look at it, the 3 seconds video has an extension, and the phone is with the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. The former Commissioner of Police, when I was invited to the Commissioner of Police, I was the victim. I was the one that wanted to be defrauded. I asked that, have you seen the extension of this video? The police officer told me in clear terms that they are not treating, or they are not going to be looking into that area. They are only going to be looking into impersonation. I said, your command is investigating a bigger crime, homicide, murder, and you're looking for what by Mohbad. And somebody sent this kind of a message with a 3 seconds video that you know the remainder is in the same phone with you. And you don't want to open it for me to see. You don't want the world to see. What is going on? The officer said that is not the area of interest. Now they are shielding that phone, which is a key. To be honest with you, if that phone is opened, it will lead us to something that will bring closure to this matter. We are of the opinion that the key suspects that are needed in getting justice from Mohbad are in that video.
So what more have you done to ensure that the police can gain access to that video and conclude this investigation?
Thank you so much. I've written to the Commissioner of Police. We're meant to do a protest on the 27th of February. The Commissioner of Police, new Commissioner of Police.
Kíni tí Yomi fẹ́ ṣe ìjọ́ ló fẹ́ ṣe náà? Ó lóun fẹ́ ṣe onílé. Kíni tí Yomi fẹ́ ṣe ìjọ́ ló fẹ́ ṣe? Is there anybody there? Ìjọ́ ló fẹ́ ṣe kíni tó lóun fẹ́ ṣe yẹn náà?
Mr. Moshood Jimo. He said, please don't do it. Honor me. Bring your protest to the command. Come and express yourself. And I gave my speech. I expressed myself that your command is not meant to cover up for criminals. There is a phone that is domiciled in this command, Commissioner of Police Special Squad 1. They have the phone.
Okay.
The 3 seconds video has got violence in it. The extension is in the same phone with you. Use the phone and copy it to the DPP, Director of Public Prosecution, so that it can help them in coming up with the advice. They refuse to do that. And so that is the bone of contention now.
So let's talk about Wunmi now. Has she been involved in this investigation with you as well? Because she made some allegations some time back.
No, the point is, it's quite sad. It's funny that while I'm fighting for the father of our son, I'm fighting for justice for Mohbad.
Yeah.
She's meant to cooperate with me. But what I am seeing is unnecessary banters, blackmails. And for somebody like me, I'm not going to be moved. Because as we speak now, whatever intent or purpose, spouse, father, mother, brother, they are meant to support what we're doing. Murder is a public matter. Homicide is a public matter. It's not a family field. So this particular case is a public matter. And what is quite funny, it's strange, that the place where I'm supposed to be getting encouragement and support is where I'm getting criticism.
So that leads me to my next question. What is in it for you? Why have you been consistent in this cause?
Number one, I believe in the Nigerian project. The president of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is doing everything to ensure that this country works for everybody, including the poor. And when it comes to the case of justice, Mohbad has got right to life. It was taken away from him. And the bigger picture is this. You and I, we want to live in a free and secure society. And our home should be safe for all of us.
Onílé o, sórí ọlọ́pàá tẹ́ lọ bá tán ò sí yẹn. Ìrètí pípẹ́ máa mọ́ṣọ́ ó máa mú ọkàn ṣáko lọ. Ọlọ́pàá tẹ́ lọ bá èèyàn IG, ṣé IG ni? Bóyá CP dẹ̀ ni. CP tẹ́ lọ bá.
CP.
Mítìnì tẹ́ ṣe. Tó bá pé mítìnì yẹn ó follow mo jẹ́rìí mítìnì tẹ́ máa ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ṣé kò yẹ kí action ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí? According to meeting tẹ́ náà ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Tẹ́ lo hours níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé kò yẹ kí action ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká tiẹ̀ ti rí fìrìfìrì pé òkè Yomi wá bá wọn ṣe mítìnì o. Moshood CP Moshood Jimoh. Ẹ get ṣé kò yẹ kí action tó bá pé ọwọ́ wọn náà ti kànwọ́. Ṣé kò yẹ kí action ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí ká ti máa rí bala blue? Ṣé wọn ò ní wá?
Exactly, Brother Lati, you are right, sir. Bí a ṣe ṣe meeting tán tó bá yẹ pé nǹkan tí ta ló mute mi.
No, mute à ń gbọ́ ẹ. À ń gbọ́ ẹ tó ń bá íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì rojọ́.
Okay, sir. Tó bá yẹ pé bí a ṣe ṣe meeting tán tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ wọn bí iṣẹ́ ni, ó yẹ kí action follows immediately. Nigerian police force náà pé wọ́n police force, law enforcement ni wọ́n. Àwọn wọn need àti ṣe sùúrù tó tó yẹn. But I think this is where the anger of other people are also coming from. Wípé ọlọ́pàá tí àwa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ ń báyìí, àwọn ti try gbogbo nǹkan táwọn lè ṣe, àwọn ti competition, àwọn ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. They are not ready to do anything. So eléyìí tẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ ń bá wọn yìí kò ní make any difference. But I can tell you, sir, it's still going to make difference because bí bá táwọn lọ bá wọn gbà yẹn, wọn ò fi ariwo sí. But this one is like calling the whole world on their calling the whole world attention on them. Get so I don't just know. Ọwọ́ ti kan wọ́ lóòótọ́ ni sá o. Ọwọ́ ti kan wọ́. I don't just expect this permanent silence from the police on this case. Ọwọ́ ti kan wọ́ ni o. You are right, sir.
Imagine irú meeting tẹ́ máa ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn. I can imagine ipe mind wa lẹ máa sọ fún mind yẹn fún máa yẹn CP yẹn mind wa lẹ máa sọ fún mind wa tẹ̀lé máa sọ fún ó yẹ at least ìjọ́ kejì síjọ́ kẹta ká ti rí changes. It's over 2 weeks now, no changes. It's over 2 weeks, no changes. No changes. Hello? Hello?
Mr. Lati, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wo ẹ̀ka àárọ̀ ṣàlàfíà lẹ́wà, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n ní Sanshitu ti sue DPP, ó ti sue Lagos State Police, wọ́n ló ti sue àwọn èèyàn púpọ̀ ṣá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀.
All right.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yẹn.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Òun kan sue yàn action ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ni àti sue lè action náà la need. Àti sue yàn olórúkọ. Action ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ni àti sue lè action náà la need. Hello? Àti sue yàn olórúkọ. Yẹ ká sàn. Àti sue lè action náà.
Àwọn fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ni ẹ ṣáà lọ́mọ tó pa sẹ́yìn chọ́ọ̀chì tí pásítọ̀ tán ní orí bó ti sáré iṣẹ́ ìtọ́ sáré ṣe investigation tó ti rí. Àwọn nǹkan kan wà lẹ́yìn kéèsì nítorí lágbára gan. So I guess ariwo yìí náà ló máa tì wọ́n síta. Tá a bá ti dákẹ́, we'll get to the root of this of the story.
All right.
Ó ti wá so obvious. 3 seconds yẹn náà kọ́kọ́ má bàjẹ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn yìí náà ó lè wúlò. Ìwàkúwà níyàn wá tó bá sọnù ẹ pé gbogbo ọmọ ó sì ẹ pera yín ẹ má yẹ kó bàjẹ́ kó má bàjẹ́ náà ó sì lè wúlò. Ìdí Sanshitu náà ṣe náà lè wúlò gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ibì kan náà la máa end up sí. So yẹ ni kí gbogbo pátì méjèèjì kó fara balẹ̀ kó má sọ dìjà.
All right.
Kó má gbé máìdì wa kúrò ń bẹ̀ kó síbi tí ọ̀nà ò sí Sàṣìṣù náà máa ṣiṣẹ́ Yomi náà jẹ́ kó ṣe títí ẹ̀ náà kẹ́nìbọ̀dì má dira wọn lọ́wọ́ kẹ́nìbọ̀dì wà focus lórí nǹkan tó ń believe wọn kẹ́nìbọ̀dì dúró lórí believe wọn but I can tell you guys ọlọ́pàá mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe I don't know more of this story.
All right, thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé. Hello.
Hello, Olori Ebi, ẹ káàsán bàbá.
Ẹ káàsán.
Yes sir. Olori Ebi ẹ wò nǹkan tí mo tún fẹ́ bóyá kẹ́ pa ọ́ láṣẹ ká tún ṣe ni pé bóyá àwọn police ní wọ́n ní page wọn lórí Facebook bóyá ká mọ́ lọ rush message lọ bá wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ká mọ́ message pé we want justice for Mohbad bóyá ká mọ́ lọ ní wọn lára ní online báyìí ó rà pé nǹkan tán fẹ́ nìyẹn bóyá ká expose wọn sí online.
Yes.
Because báwo ni ṣe máa kú sínú ilé kí àwọn ọlọ́pàá má rí nǹkan kan ṣe sí i. So ó rà pé bóyá ká dórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì nínú wíìkì tá a fẹ́ mú yìí ká fi pariwo àwọn ọlọ́pàá síta pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó fẹ́ mọ cover up lórí justice for Mohbad bóyá ká tún ṣe yẹn ká mọ tag wọn lórí Facebook ká mọ post ká mọ ní wọn lára lórí kí ni wọn tó bá post ìbéèrè wọn ká mọ ní wọn lára ká lè mọ̀ gbogbo àṣírí nǹkan táwọn ń bọ̀ àwa mọ̀ á ti mọ̀ Wunmi àti Mohbad jà nulẹ̀ Mohbad dẹ̀ kú kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ mọ bò.
All right.
Hello Olori Ebi. Hello everybody. Ṣé a fẹ́ sọ wípé àwọn police ò mọ kankan ni? Wọ́n rí gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. Wọ́n rí everything.
Ẹ wo ọmọ tán lọ zoom body ẹ̀ yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣebí ẹ rí pé ìyá Wunmi ṣebí ẹ rí pé kò sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣebí ẹ rí pé Wunmi jáde ó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣebí ọlọ́pàá ni ìyá Wunmi. Ọkàn ẹ̀ balẹ̀ ni. Ṣé fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn police ò rí nǹkan kan ni wọ́n ti compromise ni? Ṣé fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn police ò rí gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe? Ṣé fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn police ò ti rò tọ́ ni? Wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Àbí ká má dákẹ́ nìkan ni. Àwọn police mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pà ń lọ sórí page wọn yẹn. Wọ́n ń wò wá. Wọ́n wo everybody gbogbo nǹkan tó ní kálukú ń ṣe. But wọ́n wò pé ó máa sú wa ni. But bóyá ilé tí Mr. Shitu wá ṣe yìí báyìí o. Bóyá òun àṣírí gbogbo ẹ̀ máa wá fi tú. Wọ́n rí gbogbo ẹ̀ náà. Wọ́n mọ̀ náà. Wọ́n rí evidence. Wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ṣebí ìyá Wunmi ò jáde sọ̀rọ̀ láti jọ ìṣèbó dákẹ́. Ọkàn ẹ̀ balẹ̀ ni. Ó ń sọ fún Wunmi pé kó máa lọ ni. Wọ́n ti set all stations settled. Ẹja hold on to that word. All stations settled. Ọwọ́ kan wọn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni. Ẹ wo. Máa ṣàánú wa o.
Cars. Ẹja bẹ̀rẹ̀. Cars.
Ẹ káàárọ̀. Ẹ kú àná. Ọlọ́run fún wa ṣe o. Àní gbèrè tìjú ń bẹ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ láti.
Kórí yẹn mú tọ̀. Ètí mo fẹ́ ṣe sẹ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó dàbí orin wàásù ni ó sú mi ò ríro. Ẹ bá jẹ́ ká ṣayé eré o káyé bá a ṣe wá re. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá gbogbo kálukú tó bá compromise inú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó ń bọ̀ wá sórí ọmọ wọn ìrandíran wọn lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run because this is a very simple case tí ò ń ṣe pé ó máa take long. Ìgbà tí Yomi àtàwọn onílé àǹkó ti lọ sí meeting pẹ̀lú wọn tó bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan ni ó ti yẹ kí wọ́n take action right away kò yẹ kó take wọn much longer like to this essence wípé wọ́n tún ń ṣe kìíní gbogbo ẹ̀ ọwọ́ ti ń kọwọ́ ó máa jẹ́ kó súyàn because today tomorrow we keep on ranting àwọn tí ò yẹ kó sanwó síyàn lára máa sanwó síyàn lára gbogbo rubbish ní gbogbo eléyìí. Lagos state government they cannot say they don't know what is happening. Even ẹ jẹ́ ká tó máa wá action tí Yomi take in sí láti write the Attorney General. So we wait and see what will come out from it. Ọlọ́run fún wa ṣe lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Thank you. Mama T. Mama T. Deborah Oya sọ̀rọ̀. Deborah Yomi. Ayọ̀bámi. Ayọ̀báni. Má gbára lé wọn. Kíkẹ́. Alabama, kí ló dé?
Nobody should go towards that area. And when you're looking at the health and the safety of this country, we must fight to ensure that this country continues to get better every day, not to engage in unnecessary fear, cowardice that will take the country backwards. If people are asking us to be scared and to be silent when people are committing crime and they want to be the one to decide the fate of the country, giving that to children.
Oh no.
Talon Shekaro.
Atlantic.
Yeah, I'm going. DK.
Then again.
I'm going.
Whatever we choose not to act upon now, that are ills of the society, are going to be waiting for our children.
Okay, so she also accused you of, she says you've been getting grants and some monies to facilitate its investigation running into millions of dollars. How true is that?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know the kind of poverty she's been exposed to.
Let's avoid
No. The point is this,
let's stick with the issues. She accused you of this. Is it true?
No, the point is, when she was accusing, she was trying to lie and blackmail. I run an NGO, and people would have to fund and support NGOs. Okay. And as a matter of fact, the kind of funds we have even received so far for a complex case like this is nothing to write home about with what we have been doing. Because at the end of the day, we need a whole lot of stuff to do this, to achieve and get justice, not just for Mohbad, but for other people that have similar cases.
All right.
So the money she's spoken about is because she doesn't even understand the value of me as an artist. Because if you look at the protests we've had in front of the Coroner Court, Lagos State House of Assembly, Lagos State Police Command, to Royal Pine Estates, my appearance fee as an artist, you know how it obtains.
Yeah.
Picture me going into those things. How much will I be paid to participate in each of those stuff? Right. So she's not even placing value on my own craft and my time. That 10 million, 2 appearances, the 10 million is gone.
All right. So we will have this discussion ongoing with time as the investigation advances. But Yomi, thank you so much for coming and talking to us and for sticking to this course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. So.
Yeah, sorrow. Only very sorrow. What about the joint panelists?
No. Proof, empirical evidence. People are saying that you are not mag.
Show everybody lonely. Only kilo show everybody lonely.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mi sa o network ibi tí mo wà ló ń ṣe ségesège o network ibi tí mo wà ò dá.
So to ti travel ni.
Mo lọ s'Abẹ́òkúta ni sà.
Abẹ́òkúta. I play interview yìí gbà kí n fi mò ń bọ̀.
My husband got injured from a fight with his close friend, and also he was actually treated by a nurse. But
on that day or the day of his death?
No, this not on the day of his death, yeah, which was on Tuesday, September 12. But my father-in-law has found a way of trying to divert people's attention away from the reality to another thing entirely. So like most people on the public faces do not even go to the real issue on ground anymore.
What really happened that last day?
Yeah, so what actually happened is like it was on Tuesday, and a nurse actually came, like his friend Spending called a nurse. He was the one that gave us the nurse number, and one of his workers, Bami, called the nurse, and the nurse came around on Tuesday. On that Tuesday, he was supposed to go to a podcast interview, but the nurse actually came, and he was actually fine, although he sustained an injury, but he was okay, like it wasn't worse, because he had like plans for that day. So the nurse came, and the nurse gave him injection. I think it was the 3rd injection that he reacted to.
Did she give the injections back to back?
No, it's like the distance wasn't really that much.
Okay, so
yeah,
like an hour or so in between each injection.
Yeah, so it was the 3rd injection that he reacted to.
How did you react to it?
After the injection, he vomited, he peed, and he started having reactions, started having goosebumps all over his body, his heart. He complained that like it was feeling hot in his heart. Do you understand? Like he told us to get him some water. That I want to put some water in his body, which his brother did. And he also said he needed cold, he needed AC. Like he's feeling hot inside. Like the injection is making him hot inside. And we tried our best. We took him to the hospital, and like 20 minutes after, the doctor said he's dead.
20 minutes after he landed in the hospital?
Yeah. The doctor said he was dead.
But that nurse that administered these injections, has any investigation been
yes, but
done about her professionalism and whether she was even a qualified nurse?
Yeah, after my husband's demise, she was arrested, but she was later granted bail. And ever since this whole thing has happened, she has never come out to say anything. And she sees how people has been bullying me, how people has been calling me so many despicable names, how people has been accusing me wrongly, and she has never said anything. Instead, she's been out there clubbing, partying. Like the last time I saw a video of her clubbing, like doing lashes, makeup, and she's out there living her life. And it's just so unfortunate. Yesterday, I think people, like some people are out there talking to her. So those guys were on TikTok, and they were literally saying, they would tell her what to say, because next 2 weeks, March 14 is the next coroner inquest, which the judge asked her to come over to say outside of the story. These same people on TikTok were literally saying it yesterday, that they would tell her what to say to lie against me. Do you understand?
But they found out what was in that third injection that triggered this reaction.
I think they were supposed to do that, but my father-in-law already buried my husband. So when the government autopsy came out, the autopsy result said they cannot determine the cause of death because his body has already decomposed. So they couldn't get the right tissue to use for the autopsy.
But was there any reason your father-in-law buried him? I mean, how soon was he buried after he was...
Like he wanted to bury him that night, the night that he died.
But is he a Muslim?
He wasn't a Muslim, and a lot of people actually begged him not to, but he insisted I was going to do that. He wanted to bury him that night.
Did he give any reason for this?
He did not. He did not. He just said he needs to bury him. Like a lot of people begged him. He wanted to bury him that night, but they didn't give. He actually called the baile of where he wanted to bury my husband. But the baile said there is no way I cannot bring my husband that night, so he had to wait till the next morning, and
And even it was such a rush that even the coffin was so small for him.
The coffin that he was the one that got the coffin, and the coffin was, my husband was 6'1", but the coffin was very, very small that he had to break his head.
Oh my God, this is harrowing to listen to. But anyway, you're a Mommy's lawyer, But what I want to ask, what about securing full ownership of Mohbad's music to ensure that his family receives royalties that they are rightfully owned? Because this is an area that obviously has not been addressed. We are thinking about the emotional